We do now turn our attention to the start of the women's relay heats.
Yes, 3 heats. So that means the first 2 are the automatic qualifiers and 2 non-automatic qualifiers. 6 countries in this first of those 3 heats. On the outside, it's Ireland and a quartet of Amundsen, Daly, Colfer and Precious Akpa-Moses, hoping she's recovered quickly from that 200-meter final. Belgium have Versters, Sonneville, Girardin and Prechochi Konix. Finland, listen to the roar. Oksanen, Sikala, Aalto and Väinänen. It's Filippa Engström, the lead-off leg for Sweden, followed by Lundberg, Salquist and Pil. Croatia, Dunja Rubčić, waving at the cameras, Babadic, Polic and Penazic. And the Swiss have Rankel, 200-meter finalist Miller Tonazi on the long second leg, Stettler and Schritter leading them home. From the inside in this first 4x100 meters relay heat for women, Switzerland in lane 2, then Croatia, Sweden, Finland, Belgium and Ireland. Kept waiting to go into the set position for a long time. It's the Swiss out very, very quickly with Timea Rankel, the Swiss second on the European list this year. And the Swiss hand over, clean band change to Tanazzi. Now it's Tanazzi flying down the last round. It looks like the Irish have gone down. Nevertheless, at the front end, Switzerland doing well, coming around the bend at the moment, pretty even. Belgium running well, the well-drilled Belgian quartet, but it's the Swiss that are flying and away. Stettler pass over to Mara Schritter, and the Swiss flying down the home straight. Maria Schritter confirming the Swiss the lead. I'm just wondering whether Precious Akpa-Moses was quick enough to grab second place from the Swedes in that run-in. The Irish out in lane 7, coming through very quickly. Akpa-Moses, really good anchor leg for the Irish, but there's no doubt at all Switzerland take the plaudits. 44.63, and it is indeed Ireland by a few thousandths of a second, looking at the moment as though they're getting the verdict as the second non-automatic qualifiers, and they can thank Precious Akpa-Moses for an absolutely heroic anchor leg.
She ran brilliantly. The big drama on the back straight was really, really unfortunate for the Finns because one of their athletes went down. So that means that the very generous hosts that we have were not able to cheer their women through to the finish line. 6 thousandths of a second. Akpa-Moses ahead of Phil. It's only the top 2 plus 2 non-automatic qualifiers, and we've got great teams to go in the second and third. We may get a glimpse here of what's gone on. Switzerland in the bottom of picture. The Finn had an injury. She started limping, and that was a real shame. That's why their aspirations fell short. Little bit of a wobbly changeover there for the Irish on the outside. It's a good job. Akpa-Moses was in such a buoyant mood, buoyed after that 4th place finish in the 200 meters, a much better performance than she had in the 100. Watch on the bottom left of picture. She's closing, she's coming, she's dipping. And it just so often comes down to the momentum. Who's slowing down and who's maintaining form, and it was definitely Akpa-Moses coming through on the line.
There's still more to come, though, from the Swiss, who won in 44.63. They won that Mannheim Under-20 International. They're very well drilled. Carry on a history of really good Swiss relay teams with, like, the Kabunji sisters.
As we turn our attention to Heat 2. It's Beitikova on lead leg for Czechia. Safronova goes anchor. Then to the Spanish team. Carla Martinez on lead, Laura Martinez bringing them home. The French have Marne Foury on the anchor leg. 44.5. Then to Great Britain. Jessica Mantle on the lead leg. Mabel Akandi on the anchor leg. What a brilliant run for silver last night, finishing behind Duala. Then the Latvians in 4. Krusmane anchoring them home. Elisabetta Kacina, one of their best athletes, on lead leg. Krause Jorgensen will bring the Danes home. Bodegaard Ravin getting their quest for the final underway. And Ukraine on the inside. Yuliana Stepaniuk, the very, very experienced team member, will be waiting for the baton at the top of the home straight. So Ukraine in 2, lane 1's empty. Denmark 3, Latvia 4, Great Britain 5, France 6, Spain 7, Czechia on the outside in 8. Switzerland and Ireland took the 2 spots from the first of the semis. The non-automatic times, Sweden 45.27, same time as Ireland, but 6,000th slower, and Belgium 45.5. Only 2 of these teams coming back for the final guaranteed. Well, the warmth of the summer sun is fading, but nobody's gone home. We've got some great drama still to come. Let's just keep our eye on the changeovers there. Czechia going well. On the outside, it's pretty even at the moment. France may be closing the gap on the Spaniards. Round this second bend. Very, very slow on the British changeover. They've got a lot to do, and it's the French leading now from Spain and Czechia. And Akandi has got a mountain to climb here to get Great Britain up into the top 2. What a run by the French, but can they hang on? Oh, Akandi's coming. It's Britain from Spain. Akandi was left it all to do by her teammates, 44.66. I thought the French had been put in a great position there, but the Spanish are over the moon as the French faded to 44.9. That's good enough for a non-automatic spot at the moment. So too Czechia. So Sweden and Belgium have gone. France and Czechia take the non-automatic spots. Denmark are out of it, but have a national under-20 record. But Akandi came through like a steam train ahead of the Spanish. Boy, oh boy, did they need their star turn to deliver, and she did.
Well, Akandi was finishing there just like a bullet that had been fired out of a gun. She got Great Britain out of all sorts of trouble after some pretty lamentable changes. Why is it always Britain has problems with getting the baton round? Anyway, when you've got Akandi on your anchor leg, you can afford to be a bit lax with your baton changing. The Spanish team, Spain in recent times, and of course their senior women's squad did so well at the World Relays. Oh, what a really dreadful second change there between Slater and Desir. But Akandi just looking so determined, and you must have known that she had a mountain to climb, as Rob Walker described it. But then it was a bit like when you hear the Batman theme, you think atomic batteries to power, and it was just like that, flying down the home straight. Splendid stuff from Mabel Akandi.
Well, Great Britain really need to sort out their changeovers in the final, but Akandi spared their blushes. Great run from Spain. France and Czechia are in the non-automatic spots at the moment, with one semi still to come. We have the third semi-final in the women's relay to come. So Roger Tay will have to wait as the track takes centre stage once more.
So the third of 3 first rounds in the women's 4x100 meters relay. 6 nations on the outside. Good Polish quartet of Paszeta, Jez, Kasperczak and Zakowska. A very, very good German quartet of Goretzka, Kempf, Schwartz and Bocker. Slovakia will have to work hard to qualify. Jarasova, Brankova, Bendova and Arazi. Slovenia likewise could be up against it. Radosek, Janza, Sluga and Bika Kern. And there's Rob advertising. Kellyanne Douala, the 100-meter winner. The lead-off leg for the Italians with Castiani, Calzorari and Pagliarini. And on the inside, Hungary. Vistara, Soccer, Binyedi and Papai. 2 to go through. If they can get the baton round, and they usually do, the Germans have to be the favourites. Poland and Italy. Well, Italy have got a very good quartet as well with Douala. 200-metre semi-finalist Castiani and the 100-metre winner, 100-metre finalist Pagliani on the anchor leg. Hungary, Italy, Slovenia, Slovak Republic, Germany and Poland. Well, Emma Goretzka out very quickly indeed for the Germans. The Germans usually are very well drilled. Slovenia in all sorts of problems. I think the referees are going to be looking at that. No doubt at all at the moment. Germany absolutely flying out in lane 6. Poland doing very well at the moment as well. Italy, despite that really good first leg, quite a bit of ground to make up. Coming around, Pagliarini. Oh, a rather sloppy change for the Germans, and it's Pagliarini who's motoring down now. Jareska of Poland takes the win. And Germany, well, they had a few problems, but Anne Bocker managed to make it through and bring Germany home in second place. But a really poor second and third change for the Germans, which is frankly very unusual, leaving it open for the Poles to come home in front. Poland and Germany, 2 confirmed teams, and Italy look like they're missing out.
They do miss out because the French were the quickest of the non-automatic qualifiers on 44.90, Czechia 44.96 and Italy 44.97. So by 100th of a second, unless there are subsequent or retrospective disqualifications, unless there's a disqualification for some reason, Italy are going to miss out by 100th of a second.
And as we look at the replay, as we say, we do expect to see the Germans, usually very well drilled. Bocker almost coming to a standstill there. No surprise that Zakowska got away from her, but Bocker recovered well, and her sheer flat speed brought Germany home into an automatic qualifying spot, just edging out the Italians. There's confirmation. 44.63, Germany 44.72, Italy missing out by 100th of a second. Well, we're just hearing that Germany has been disqualified in that last heat of the women's 4x100 metres.
And I did say, Phil, if that was the case, it would give Italy a chance to go through, with them having initially missed out by 100th of a second.
Yes, and it's looking as though the German third leg runner was very much into the lane on her inside. Also disqualified Slovenia, but that doesn't really make much of a difference. We did mention that the Slovenians looked as though they changed outside, and so Italy do get promoted as an automatic qualifier. Doesn't change the situation with non-automatic qualifiers.
Well, after the field event action taking centre stage for the first hour of our last evening, it's time for the chaos, the delight and the drama of the relays. The women's 4x1. France, Czechia, Italy, Switzerland, Spain, Poland, Great Britain and Ireland. And there are the Irish quartet on the outside. Fatima Amazan on lead leg for them. Precious Akpe-Moses. Oh, great pictures these. Akpe-Moses on the right. Really good run for fourth in the 200 final. Could she anchor the Irish home to something special? Great Britain second from the outside. Desir on lead leg. Lucy Talon, silver in the 200, runs down the back straight. Mabel Akande on the right, silver in the 100, anchors them home. Their changeovers need to be better. Akandi rescued them in the semis. Poland, joint fastest qualifiers. Bojeta. Watch out as well for Victoria Gejosh. She runs down the back straight, and I think she feels she's got a point to prove. She'd run 23.07 in the 200 coming here, but didn't do anything with it. The two Martinez athletes start and finish the Spanish team. Martinez anchoring them home, 11.70 in the heats for Spain. 44.74 in qualifying. Switzerland, a really good team effort. Joint fastest qualifiers, Rankel, Tanasi, Stettler and Schwitter on the right there. These are great images. I mentioned earlier in the championship, the directors here cover the Olympics. They're very, very good at what they do. Italy squeaked in following a disqualification. Plagliarini, Valencin and Douala on the right, the individual 100, her chance for a second medal. Czechia. Watch for Taborska down the back straight. She got a bronze in the 200 meters. She's a fine, fine runner. And Safarova on anchor made the semis of the two. And then Bolognese starts the French off on the inside. Came through as one of the two non-automatic qualifiers. Ferrer anchors them home on the right. Watch for Tassin round that second bend. So, the stadium announcer just said good luck to all the teams. And there is an element of luck as well as skill and speed. Getting that baton safely round. France in 1, Czechia 2, Italy 3, Switzerland 4, Spain 5, Poland 6, Great Britain 7, Ireland in lane 8. Switzerland and Poland were the two quickest qualifiers. Great Britain have two individual medalists in their team, but their changeovers need to be better than they were in the semis. Complete silence in the stadium. A cracking relay about to unfold in the lovely Finnish evening sunshine. It should be a real belter, this. A steady start from Desir of Great Britain. Nobody really making inroads. It's fairly even. Now let's check out those changeovers. Great Britain now up and past the Irish on the outside. Excellent running by Gejosh. Yes, good changeover for the Poles. Round that bend, Slater for Great Britain, with Poland right beside them. Watch for Italy with Douala, and Douala might have a chance on the right-hand side here. Poland lead at the moment, but now comes Douala. Two finals, two golds for Douala. Italy take it, Great Britain second, Poland third. Wow, she's absolutely flying. She's too fast for the camera crew, that's for sure. Remember, after the semi-finals, they'd been eliminated and they hadn't made it by 100th of a second. But following a subsequent disqualification by the Germans, they squeaked in, but there was nothing squeaky about 43.72. National under-20 record for gold, national under-20 record for bronze. Great Britain with the silver. Wow, Douala really is the star of the show. Akandi rescued Britain in the semis. She did what she could, but the 15-year-old Italian was not to be caught. Fabulous win for the Azzurri.
Well, as you said, they only just squeaked into the final, but then fielded a very strong squad. And the changeovers were so much better. Castiani to Douala. They were neck and neck with the Poles at this stage. Britain coming from a long way back. But Douala wasn't to be stopped. Well, she was just flying down the home straight. I think I referred to her as like a bullet out of a gun during the 100 meters final, and it was pretty much the same effect. Oh, what a terrific performance from Douala. And I just keep saying it just to remind everybody, she's only 15 years of age.
She needs a really, really, really good team around her as she navigates exams and going out and all the other traditional distractions for young athletes. She's such a rare find. Take us through these changeovers then.
Well, the Spanish, not quite as well drilled as we would normally expect. The Swiss, well, they were fabulous in terms of how they got the baton round in the heats, but couldn't quite produce the same sort of efficiency. Great Britain did improve the slickness of the baton changing, but Akande, once again, as you said, it was down to Akande to rescue Britain and come through and take a silver medal. I'll tell you what, I think Akande was even finishing faster than Douala.
Italy, initially out of it after the semis, have come and stolen the gold. Silver for Britain, Poland an excellent bronze.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Fitzgerald, and you need to go and sign up to European Athletics YouTube.